Shalom. Before I get started, I want to start by saying, Call Halam La Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem Kwadash. Double honors to my apostle elders, the great millstone, who taught me this truth and that rule well. And peace and salutation to the elect out there laboring and believing in the name of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem Kwadash. This is Brother Amon from the GMA Charlotte camp, back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem Kwadash. And this lesson I'm going to go into, I'm going to entitle, Don't Fear, Stress Kills, okay? Because at the end of the day, man, what Esau has done with his media, and his different forms of bringing information out is to attack you on all levels to deteriorate your health, man. All right, and as we know, stress is a major thing that breaks down your body very slowly, man. All right, and especially within the Israelite man, the so-called Black, Latino, and Native American man. We're the highest recipients of high stress levels, which causes things such as high blood pressure and various different health ailments, man. Okay, and so with knowing these things, man, you have to be very conscientious of how you pretty much allow the media and Esau to dictate how do you feel and move, man. Okay, I just want to go into a few scriptures and I have a couple articles to prove this point, man. But as the title said, man, stress kills, man. All right. So I'm gonna begin here in the book of Sirach 38 and 18, and it reads, "For of heaviness cometh death, and the heaviness of the heart breaketh strength." Right? From heaviness, man. Like I said, that comes from stress, man. All right, because stress can literally kill you, man. All right, and the proof of that, when you go to the science of it, all right, the real science. Esau knows. All right, like I said, this is all systematically to destroy you from the inside out, man. Everything Esau does is to destroy you, man. All right, so stress is pretty much like a slow killer, man. All right, but this is off of psychologytoday.com. It says ongoing stress makes us susceptible to illness and disease because the brain sends defense signals to the endocrine system, which then releases the array of hormones that not only get us ready for emergency situations, but severely depresses our immunity at the same time. All right, so the more you're stressed, man, the weaker your immune system comes, man, because your body's constantly in that fight or flight mode, man. All right, and if your body is constantly, trying to prepare yourself for these so-called emergency situations, man, you're never able to turn that off and your body to go back to normal, man. Thus, that's putting more work on your body to maintain those that method, man. All right, it says some experts claim that stress is responsible for as much as 90% of all illnesses and diseases, including cancer and heart disease. The way it does this is by triggering chemical reactions and flooding the body with cortisol that, among other things, decreases inflammation, decreases white blood cells and NK cells, special cells that kill cancers, increases tumor development and growth, and increases the rate of infection in tissue. All right, so this causes various different health ailments, man, because different negative emotions, it triggers different parts of your body, man, which just giving you a visual. You can look up the different things, man, but I have this picture, found like this was pretty good. But like I said, different emotions trigger different harmful effects to different body parts, man. All right, like this picture says, it says how negative emotions affect your health. It says anger harms liver, sadness harms lungs, worry harms stomach, stress harms heart and brain, and fear harms kidneys. All right. So like I said, and you can look this up more, but I just wanted to bring this to light, man, because to show you that all these different things that Esau he makes us feel throughout his media and then different things that he does within life, man, because hey, we're stressed out on all levels, man. And if it really wasn't for this truth, man, hey, we will it wouldn't be a miracle, Slocky. It would be a miracle for Jake not to succumb, to the stress of the world, man. All right, because you got to face all different aspects, man. You got Jake getting stressed out from his woman at home, man. his children, whether he's gonna have a job or not, man. Is he gonna pay his bills? You got all different avenues that the stress is coming from, man. So yeah, you need the Heavenly Father to free you from that, man. That's why this truth is so heavy, man. But going back, this is Sirach 38 and 18. For of heaviness cometh death, and the heaviness of the heart breaketh strength. In affliction also sorrow remaineth, and the life of the poor is the curse of the heart, man. All right, and that's the state of the Israelites, Mike, right now, man. Because we're in a state of sorrow and mourning, and like I said, man, we're under the curses, man. As the curses tell you that we're pretty much our lives are hanging in the balance, man. And at any moment, that scale can tilt, man, and that could be it for you, man. Like I said, man, Jake is one paycheck away from being on the street, man. Like I said, man, you got the damn wicked women, that Jake got to deal with, man. That's causing constant stress, man. Like I said, you got disobedient children. You know, you got stress coming from every avenue, man. And it's all thanks to the damn devil, man. 'Cause this devil produces a society that's run off of, fear and pushing that stress out, man. Okay. It says, "Take no heaviness to heart, drive it away, and remember the last stand right." Because if you allow that to overcome you, man, all right, you gonna pretty much kill yourself, man. All right. That's why it's important to, continue to pray to the Lord, man, and put your worries on Him. All right. Because without the Lord, you'll go crazy in this mug, man. You really wouldn't make it out here if it wasn't for Yahweh Shemal Shah. And you see the state of how Jake is, man. Jake, to cope with this stress, man, to cope with the way this world is, man. What does Jake do, man? They turn the alcohol, man. Become alcoholics, man. Get on all these different drugs. Become hooked on, like I said, the crack cocaine, the heroin. You know, Jake like to smoke his brain away, man. They do all different types of things to run from that hurt. When all you gotta do is just put your heaviness onto Yahweh Shemal Shah, man. Pray and let the Lord handle everything, man. And that takes away a great deal of that worry, man. Because if you let that continue to sit on you, man, that eventually will kill you, man. All right, that's why I said it. From heaviness cometh death, and the heaviness of the heart breaketh straight, man. Because it will break you, man. If your immune system can't handle that constant stress, man. All right. This is Sirach 30 and 14. It says, "Better is the poor being sound and strong of constitution than a rich man that is afflicted in his body." Right? Because with this society, it's all about get rich or die trying, man. It's all about the bag. You trying to get the bag, but then you so worried about getting all this money. You got mother working 7 days a week. They got that slogan in the world, "No days off," man. When your body needs that time to recover, man. So being it says better is the poor being sound and strong in constitution, man, because you got yourself, pretty much set. All right. How about Shemal Shah? He gave you the wisdom, to be able to hold yourself together so you're not constantly stressing about, what you're gonna be able to do to get by, man. You letting the Lord handle it, So that's really why it's better to be, in a so called poor state of mind, man, because when you are chasing those riches, man, you will never be satisfied, man. All right, and like I said, when you are on that quest to be rich, man, you never really you don't take into account, the effects that it does unto you, man. It says health and good state of body are above all gold, and a strong body above infinite wealth, right? Because if you're if you're if you're rich with poor health, man, that's counteractive to that, man, because you're not going to be able to fully enjoy your riches, man, because you constantly having to do stuff to make sure your health is good, man. You're going to be on all types of medication, man. You may not be able to walk, like you once was. Wouldn't be able to do as much because you're constantly trying to take care of your body, man. So if you are healthy, you know, but you may not have a lot of money, man. That trumps being rich and being unhealthy, man. All right, and you look at how these Edomites, man. Mainly these damn bankers, man. They got all the money in the world, but look at them, man. They look terrible, man. They look like they're ready to kill over and die as we speak, man. But But that's because they're the devil, man. All right. But you gotta look at it from the aspect of, excuse me. A better example is you got our people that that chose that fame and their money, man. And you look at them, man. They look dead too, man. So that you gotta put the your health number one priority, man. All right, because with having bad health, man, you won't be able to really enjoy so-called living, you know, like you're supposed to be, man. All right, because you're gonna constantly have to, go get on Esau's medication, or you're gonna have to go, physical therapy or whatever. You're gonna have to do things to try to make yourself better instead of, just looking out for that from the start, man. All right. It says there is no riches above a sound body, and no joy above the joy of the heart, man. All right, because there's no amount of money that can triumph having good health, man. All right, that's just the end all be all, man. It says death is better than a bitter life or a continual sickness, man, and that's a concept that's not viewed in this society now because see everybody fears death, man, because they don't understand the concept of what happens after your spirit leaves this flesh, man. But just like how you have a pet, man. See, people will do that for animals, but they don't see that same concept for people. All right. It says that death is better than a bitter life or continuous sickness, man, because you have people that will be in a vegetable state, man. That's not really living. That's just only allowed because they're on a what you call them breathing machines or whatever, but they don't really experience life. They're just alive because the machine is keeping them alive, man. All right, that's not a life that's meant to be lived, man. All right, that person needs to be put out of his misery because that's actually torture of you having a working mind, but your body doesn't work, man. Like I said, people will do that with animals, man. An animal, you have a dog that gets rabies, or it has a tumor or uncurable cancer. What do? They normally put that dog out of his misery. They take him to the vet and put him to sleep, man, because they don't want that dog to suffer. So, how much more people? So you gotta look at it in a state of, you know, you shouldn't fear death, man, because in the end, that's you being released from your bondage, which is this flesh, man. All right. So jumping down to verse 20, it says, it's like 21. Give not over thy mind to heaviness, and afflict not thyself in thine own counsel. Right, you gotta constantly be putting yourself up, man. You're not supposed to be putting yourself down, man, because that constant, uh, uh, pressure that you're putting on yourself when you don't meet your so-called when you don't meet your expectations, man. That'll bring that demon on you too, man. That doubt, stress, that'll destroy you, man. That's why you're not supposed to constantly do that, man, because hey, that's another gateway for Satan to come into you and destroy you from the inside out, man. And we've had example of that in our camp, man. I remember it was a particular guy that was in the truth in the camp with us, man, and he did that a lot, man. And eventually that became his downfall, man, because he he afflicted himself so much in his mind that he ended up going towards the bottle, man, and he would just drink his problems away, man. Which in turn brought more demons upon him, man, and eventually that ended up getting him out the camp, man, and eventually out the truth all the way, man, because he's not teaching no more, man. All right, so you cannot let that demon get to you, man. All right, yeah, we all have different times where our mind will get afflicted, but in the end, hey, you gotta use the scriptures to counteract those demons when they come upon you in that spirit of doubt and unsureness, man. Okay, because we all have goals that we set for ourselves, and sometimes we meet them and sometimes we don't. But when we don't, we just gotta allow the Lord to get us to that point in His time, man. Pray to the Lord and let Him do what He does, man. Okay. It said the gladness of the heart is the life of man, and the joyfulness of a man prolongeth his days. Right. So whenever you whenever you aren't letting that stress, destroy you, man. All right. Like I said, the gladness of the heart is the life of man. All right. when you're let's talk about when you're like in a good state of good state of mind, when you're in a state of joy, man, that prolongs the days, man. Cause you have that saying in the world that you know that laughter helps you live longer, man. Which I don't know if that's so-called scientifically proven, but that it does lift your spirits up whenever you really like say when you're around the brotherhood, man. And you're truly fellowshipping in the spirit, man. That lifts your spirit up, man. Which helps you get along, man. It helps you get by. It said, "Love thine own soul, and comfort thy heart, and remove sorrow from thee, for sorrow hath killed many, and there is no profit therein." Right? You can't let that stress constantly weigh you down, man. Because like I said, it'll be to your undoing, man. Love thyself, man. That's the thing with this truth. That's one thing that you learn is you learn how to love thyself, man. Because this world doesn't teach you how to love yourself, man. This world constantly wants you to compare yourself to people, man. Compare yourself to the celebrities. Compare yourself to fellow workers or bosses. It's a constant comparison, and it's impossible for you to do that. You are your own person, man. You have to do what's good unto you, and allow the Lord to grow you, man. That's how you begin to learn how to love yourself, man. You begin to know yourself, because this world does not teach you how to do that, man. All right. It says envy and wrath shorten the life, and carefulness bringeth age before the time. Right. And as we know, it says envy and wrath shorten the life, because like those are negative emotions, like I said, man. But the ultimate envy and strife that we're gonna face is this envy and strife of the so-called white man. All right, when he's coming down with all these uh, different legislation, and eventually when he comes down with that great wrath, man, because another way that he's using this you know pretty much way to bring this high stress level to you is whole with this whole coronavirus COVID-19 thing. Every time you go on TV, you go on YouTube, you go to different media outlets, man. That's all you're hearing is the death toll. You're hearing the vaccine. You're hearing all these different things, which for somebody that doesn't know how to handle that, man. That's not doesn't have this wisdom, man. Hey, they'll freak out, man, because they don't understand what's happening, and eventually they're gonna succumb to that, man. All right, but for the men of the Lord, we understand what the Lord is doing, and we understand that He's gonna handle it. He's gonna protect us from all that, man. So we don't let that worry us, man. All right, because like I said, when you let it worry you, it is eventually gonna wear you down, man. All right, you can't fear the thing that Esau is coming with, man. Because at the end of the day, it's all the Lord's will, man. You gotta let the Lord do what He does, man. All right, this is Wisdom of Solomon 17:12. It says, for fear is nothing else but a betraying of the succors which reason offers. All right. So fear is nothing else but the betraying of the help which reason offers. So if you fearing something, all right, you fearing the outcome of what's to come, man. When 10 times out of 10, man, it's never as bad as you making it seem like, because once you get through it, you'll understand that it wasn't as big of a deal as you thought, man. But that's those demons, playing on your mind, putting worry and stress on you, because they want you to be, they don't want you to go through that, they want you to be a coward. They want you to be, you know, pretty much stuck in that frame of mind that you can't do it, man. But you gotta confront those fears and overcome them, man. All right, because the help that we have is the Yahweh Shem Shah, man. All right, when we pray, we put those prayers up, man, and those prayers get answered. That's the succors that comes down, man. That help, man, and the expectation from being less count of the ignorant is more than the cost which bringeth the torment. All right, so it says from the expectation being within less count of the ignorance more than the cause which bringeth the torment. Which, like I said, man, all right, that fear pretty much is it be more than what the actual outcome of it would be, man. So you putting all that thought into the what ifs, or what could happen, or whatever, and then when you actually go through it, you see that it wasn't as bad as you was making it think like, man. And that's how Esau plays on you with these different methods that he uses, man, because he wants you to fear, because a lot of our people, they don't understand the help that the Lord is offering, man, and only the elect is gonna actually, you know, get that help, man. 2/3, man, they would put their help in the so-called white man, and as he's constantly proving to our people that he's never gonna do anything beneficial for your well-being, man. You know, this everything he does is for the destruction of you. All right. This is Philippians 4:6. It says, "Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto Yahweh Shemel Shai." All right. So before I break this down, I'm gonna go into this word. Be careful. All right. Let's see what we have to say this.
Strong's G 3309. Merenao. Merenao.
All right. It says to be anxious, to be troubled with cares. All right. To be anxious or troubled with cares, man. All right. So to be worried. All right. So going back, I'm gonna replace the word be careful. All right. So it says be careful for nothing. So worry for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to Yahweh Shemel Shah. All right. So don't worry, man. All you gotta do is pray to the Lord and allow the Lord to do what He does to help answer your prayers, man. All right. And He will answer those prayers in His time, man. All right. A lot of Jake, man, they get impatient because they don't want the Lord to wait, and they ask Him for something, man. And they want it right then and there. But hey, the Lord works in His time, man. So you just gotta put your trust in the Lord and allow Him to do what He does, man. All right. This is James 1:2. My brethren, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. All right. So when we go through different things, man, it's all to test your faith, man. All right. And by that trying of your faith, it works with patience, man. It builds you to be able to handle different things, man. All right. To be able to go through different things, so where you're not worrying anymore, man. You're not stressing out. You're just letting the Lord do everything that He said He was gonna do, man. All right. Because the more you grow in this truth, you understand that everything is the Lord's will. So if the Lord is putting you through something, as it tells you in I believe it's First Corinthians, that in fact, let me get that. First Corinthians 10:13. There have no temptation taken you but such as is common to man. But Yahweh Shem Shai is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able, but with the temptation also make a way to escape that you may be able to bear. Right. So the Lord's not gonna put you through nothing that you can't handle. So everything that you go through in life, man, no matter how scary it may seem, or no matter how big or small it is, man. But the Lord is putting you through that because He knows that you can go through it. Ultimately, man, when you go through it, man, He wants you to pray to Him so that He can give you the strength to get through it, man. All right. So it all goes hand in hand, man. The Lord is trying you to see if you really believe on Him. Are you really going to allow Him to help you, man? Or are you going to take matters into your own hands and make it worse, man? That's the end all be all, man. All right. So with knowing that, I'm gonna end it with this. This is Proverbs 3:5. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thy own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct thy paths. All right. It says, trust in the Lord with all thy heart, and lean not unto thy own understanding. All right. Because when you try to lean on your own understanding, all right, you're gonna put more stress and worry upon yourself, which is in turn gonna destroy you, man. All right. So you gotta let the Lord you got a lot of Lord to do what He do, man. All right, the Lord's going. He never made a mistake, man. All right, so whatever He puts you through, no matter the situation, no matter what He puts you through, man, it's for the betterment of you, man. All right, He's gonna help you out, but you gotta allow Him to do that, though, man. You gotta allow Him to help you, man. And all thy ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct thy paths, man. All right, acknowledge the Lord. Pray to Him, and have faith that He's gonna get you through it, man. And it says He shall direct thy paths, man. All right, and so that's it, man. Don't let stress and worry, don't let those demons get in your mind destroy your way of thinking. Don't destroy your spirit, man. because that's what Esau and Satan wants is to destroy you mentally and spiritually, so that physically you will match that destruction, man. All right, because that's the end all be all is to destroy you, man. Okay, this is why he has everything set up like it is, man. Is to destroy you. All right, so allow Yahweh Shem Shah to help you and to heal you, man. So you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about nothing, man. Okay, the Lord made it to where we shouldn't want for nothing, man. As long as we believe in Him, all right, we're gonna be all right, man. So with that, I pray this is edifying. I'm gonna close it out by saying, "Call Halam by Yahweh Bashim Yahshua Bashim Kakodash." Double honor to my apostle, elders, great millstone, the time of his truth and rule well. Peace and salutation to the